It's Friday. It's time for another edition of Feel Good Friday, where we try to look back, usually on last week's stories, and try to find ways to add value to your life. Today I'm going to talk about using humor to add value to your life. I'm going to share with you what I think is a secret to being able to find humor in life. And at the end, I'm going to share with you my recipe to help make humor a part of your life all the time. My first story I'm going to begin with is I went to the pharmacy to pick up some prescriptions for my wife. And when I got there, the pharmacist said, well, one prescription, we can't renew it for a couple days, and one we couldn't have, and here's your other two. And I said, well, which one don't we have? And she said, whatever 19-syllable word. And I said, well, what's that? And it was for migraine headaches. And she said that one had to be sent back. It was sent improperly. It may take 2 weeks. And I was upset because when my wife has a migraine headache, we don't have 2 weeks to wait. It wasn't an elevated scene or something. She said, well, you could possibly pay for it if you want. And well, in Canada, we don't pay for healthcare. We're just too stubborn. So I went home. A couple days later, we got a call from the pharmacy, and the prescription that required, 2 days before it could be filled out was ready. And I asked her about this other one that we could pay for. My wife had told me that this happens kind of often with this prescription, and that we could eventually get reimbursed. So I said, could you possibly fill it for us? And she remembered me. It was the same pharmacist. So she said, can I have 5 minutes? Basically saying that she's going to prioritize my order. And I said, you know what? I'll give you 6 minutes. She had a little smile, and it broke kind of the little bit of tension with us. And that's the value of humor. It can break the tension of the situation. That very next day, I was going for my 15,000 steps walk, and it was rainy, and I've become such a wuss. I don't want to get wet to get my steps. So I went to our mall, and I was going up and down the stores, and there I saw a person I had worked with for 8-10 years ago. And I remembered he played hockey in Germany. I remembered this, I remembered that, but I could not remember his name. I thought, well, you know what? Let's use a little bit of humor to break this ice. Oh, how's that for a play on a hockey player, right? I said, boy, long time no see. At my age, I tend to forget names, but I never forget an ugly face. Are you still working for the corporation? I knew that he would take that and wait. It broke the ice. We had a little bit of laughter. And once again, the value of humor to make an awkward situation vanish shone out. Yesterday, I was, this third story I'm going to share with you, I was at a Toastmaster meeting via Zoom in the United Kingdom, tragically right at the time that the Queen passed. And at the end of the meeting, we were talking about their next meeting is in 2 weeks. The 2 weeks before I was scheduled to speak, but because of a medical emergency, it was canceled. The girl was talking about what was planned for next week, and she said the theme will be for speakers to get paid what they're worth. And then she just kind of out of the blue said to me, Colin, we could do a double header and reschedule what you have. What do you say? I said, sure, I will do it if you pay me what I'm worth. Again, it got a nice little laughter. The thing I want to really share with you is how I do that. A lot of people say, boy, that's a nice spontaneous line. That's great. What a great skill to have. I got news for you. Nothing spontaneous about it. It's not really a skill. What I do is I remember that humor repeats itself and to be ready for it. The line like, can I have 2 minutes or 3 minutes or something? That will happen to you all the time. Probably 20% of those opportunities give you that opportunity to add some silly little add-on to get a laugh. That was not spontaneous. Self-deprecating humor or poking fun at somebody that you know is open to it, once again, that opportunity happens all the time. Wasn't spontaneous, I just used it. The line about getting paid what you're worth, it's a classic example of what you can do with humor. Throw the lines that were thrown at you right back at them. So ladies and gentlemen, why don't we go out and practice a little bit of more levity. Find your own humor. It will make you a better person. It will make the other person's life better. At the end of the day, if we can make this world a better place, that's not very funny at all. It's a good thing. Have a great week.